What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio Shout and stepping in the building. I got a film and TV legend stepping off in this thing. Michael J. White, Gillian White. Forgive me. Let me get it right. Gillian White in this thing.
Right.
How y'all doing today?
Hard
Exactly.
G.
A hard G.
Exactly.
How y'all doing today?
We're good.
Wonderful.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Now, I mean, this new movie, Trouble Man, I mean, how are we feeling about this? I watched the trailer and it's action-packed, star-studded. I mean, where we at with it right now?
It delivers on what you see on the trailer.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's a fun movie. It's one of those things that back in the day, I used to love these movies that was about the culture and it was uplifting
Yeah.
and empowering.
Exactly.
That's what I'm about. That's what my brand is about, and that's what the movie's about.
Okay.
And so it's Trouble Man based off of back in the day there was a movie called Trouble Man
Yeah.
in 1972.
Yeah.
Done by this man, Robert Hooks.
Robert Hooks.
Come
One of
on.
the baddest cats ever.
Yeah.
You know, he was a real actor. He was in the movie. I felt like it didn't get his due, but it was my favorite of that time zone.
Yeah.
So I brought that back.
Oh man, I mean, acting in this movie, writing, the creative process behind it. What was that like? Just putting it together and making it fit you.
Well, it's a joy. You know, I happen to know me pretty well, so I made it fit me.
Yeah.
And other
Yeah.
people in the room.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it was a joy. And it's a joy when you get a chance to do your own thing. You
Okay.
know, and actually. You know, you have your own agenda.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, my thing was to uplift our people and have
Yeah.
something that we can really be proud of. You know,
Exactly.
that's what I do with, you know, the Black Dynamites and,
Exactly.
you know, Outlaw Johnny Blacks. That's what I'm trying to do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Gillian, what was it like for you on set?
It's always amazing. I love working with my husband. This is
Okay.
our sixth movie to
Okay.
get together. We've done 2 TV shows together.
Yeah.
You know, we have fun. We're a
Okay.
team, best friends,
Yeah.
support one another on set. But it's always fun working with him because he knows how to make everything on set come together with
Exactly.
ease. Yeah.
Okay, having a family business gang, what is this like working together as a cohesive unit to bring these projects to the people? And then, do y'all ever cut it off? Do you go home and it's still about the films and everything else that y'all got going
Oh,
on?
man, no.
Oh, so
We're
y'all cut it
we're
off. Y'all cut it off for
We
real.
go, oh yeah, we're so regular when we're
Okay.
at home. It's fun. We just have fun.
Yeah,
You
this
know,
is
we
this
got
is-
family,
this
kids.
is our job.
Yeah.
That's it, you know. But you know, our kids ain't impressed. You know, every now and
they
then
don't care about us. at
Yeah,
all.
but
They're like,
sometimes they're impressed with the people that we know or you know associated with it. You know, so and so.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, they're people just like us.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, it's all good. It's all fun too.
Exactly. When it comes to the martial arts, though, Mike, I mean, you got into it at 7 years old, okay? I got a young son now that's turning 7. Do you recommend him getting into martial arts? And
Absolutely. I don't
Okay.
care if you're 7 or 70.
okay,
It's all about, you know, the thing about martial arts, people get distracted. They think it's about the fighting part.
exactly.
No, it's about the spirit.
Okay.
It's about you overcoming obstacles. Your biggest obstacle in life is going to be you. You know what I mean? So if you have that kind of discipline
Yeah.
to do what you're supposed to do, you can do that. You can apply that to anything. I apply it to my business.
Yeah.
I'm a director, actor, writer, all that type of stuff is considered hard for a lot of people, but no, not to me because I know my will and my intention, my discipline can overcome all that, and I know that through martial arts.
Growing up, though, learning martial arts, I mean, did you try it out in school? That's what the real question is. Did you find yourself
I like
using
to
it
say
whenever?
no. I'd like to say no, but
Like,
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, but you you're young man, you know, sowing your own oats and so, but what I would do is I would focus everything on bullies.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I-
Making the odds even.
Yeah, I was kind of
Yeah.
like
I ain't mad at that.
the first Dexter in a way, you know. So if you know. If somebody I felt deserved it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna focus on that person. So if somebody liked to fight in the street or whatever,
Yeah.
I used to try to find the best street fighters to fight against. Because I figure, hey, you know, you like fighting, so do I. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I've been, and that's what I did as an adult, and well, in a way where. But now, you know, over the years, I just go to fighters' gyms and train with them because hey, you like fighting, so do I.
Exactly.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So when it came to just martial arts, how did you pivot from martial arts into acting and take the martial arts with you?
It's really about what I just said.
Okay.
It's not a pivot. Martial arts is a part of what I do.
Okay.
Because I mean, hey, if you got that discipline and you got to get a third job to feed your family, guess what? The
You got the
martial artist is
disciplines to do it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's really, like I say, don't get distracted by the fighting part.
Yeah.
It's really about your will and intention and overcoming obstacles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When we talk about discipline, though, at what times and what points in your life did you find yourself where your discipline was tested the hardest?
Oh my goodness, I've been on my own since I was 14. So
Okay.
I got stories that would make movies. Right, honestly.
Are you gonna make those movies as well?
Possibly. I
Yeah.
do a little bit in each movie. Like when I played Mike Tyson, people thought, "Oh wow, he's really channeling Mike Tyson." No, there's a whole lot of things that was similar in our life.
Yeah.
So you can only do what you know. You can only write what you know. But I'm one of these people who's like bilingual. I know the projects. I know the depths of that.
Yeah.
As well as the people in
The
mansions and
boardroom.
stuff. I know all those type of things.
Exactly.
So that's what it's about. And so I'm in a place where I can tell stories accurately and authentically, and I don't have to plagiarize nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
What was going through your mind when you realized you were going to be the first African American to play a comic book
I didn't even
character?
know that. I didn't know.
My God.
Honestly, I went to a meeting. I already had a part in Mortal Kombat. I was supposed to play Jax.
Yeah.
So I was good. I'm playing with house money already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. You go, Spawn, what's that? Okay, cool, whatever. Because you got to remember, it was new.
Yeah.
It wasn't an old superhero. So because the creator of Spawn is about maybe 2 years older than me.
Okay.
So we're contemporaries.
Exactly.
So he created that. We're adults.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know nothing about it.
My
Next
God.
thing I know, I got casted for it, and I'm like, wait, what? And so that meeting that you went to, about that superhero, you the superhero. I'm like, wait a second. I don't even, let me find out what this is about.
Yeah.
Because at that time, see, in this industry, people don't understand, it rewards heat. I had heat from the Mike Tyson movie and a few other things.
Okay.
And so, if somebody comes along with a movie, like a producer or whatever, they say, well, we gotta cast the next hot person.
Yeah.
And so I was that next hot person. So, there's other like established actors that was going for that role.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and they picked me. I didn't quite understand it, but now I understand it now. And when people ask me, oh, how do you feel about, not being casted as Black Panther or or Luke Cage? I'm like, no, I completely understand. Because when these people had heat, it rewards that.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And so I'm like, nah, I can't be mad at that because if I'm mad at that, I should be mad at having Spawn because I had the heat at that time.
Exactly.
So that's how that works.
But now, Mike, you have been hot for a long time too. I mean, you stay on the television screen and the big screen at the same time. So I mean, can you break down the different levels of that motion?
Well, because I grabbed the steering wheel of my own career.
Okay.
So I created my avenues.
Okay.
The Blood and Bones, the Black Dynamite, those type of things. Outlaw Johnny Black in this movie.
Yeah.
This is me, running the engine
show.
of it. Yeah. So I created those opportunities. Nobody was going to write Black Dynamite for me. Come on now.
I'm with you.
Right. Exactly.
Guerrilla marketing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the truth of the matter is, if somebody was doing the Michael Jai White story, they might cast somebody else.
Yeah.
Back in that day.
Jordan playing Michael Jai White.
It's crazy because the way that industry looks at folks.
Yeah.
It's like, who's got the heat? But it's Michael Jai White. No, I don't care about who's got the heat. It's like it's crazy. I responded to things that in the description of what they wanted, they say a Michael Jai White type. And I'm like, I know a Michael Jai White type. And it was a TV show, big TV show that was getting casted, but the writers wanted a Michael Jai White type. I respond.
Not Michael Jai White.
I didn't get it.
Crazy,
right?
Explain how does that even happen?
Well, in a way, without me going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
And I try not to, but sometimes they like to hire people that they feel that get along and they control.
Go along to get along.
Or
See, I don't tap dance for nobody.
Yeah, because sometimes people could be intimidated not by anything that you do, just by how you make them feel in the room.
Yeah, it's your presence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, this guy that they cast was not quite the same as me.
Oh man.
But I don't know how they arrived at this, but he was a little bit more of somebody that kind of had no threat to her.
Exactly. Being a masculine man, though, how does that impact your career in Hollywood as well when you just being yourself?
Well, as you might have noticed, without stirring up the pot, but there's been less masculinity on screen.
Okay.
But when it gets on screen, people respond in kind.
See that?
You know what I mean? And it's like, because when people who are not masculine are in charge, they don't tend to want that image that they don't quite understand or that image that they're afraid of.
See that?
Although the audience absolutely wants it.
Exactly.
And every time it does happen, it's rewarded.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel when you portray a masculine man for young kids and young boys growing up to where they can turn on their television and turn on the films and they can see a man that they can aspire to be like?
Well, I'm telling you, that's one of the things I'm most proud about. I could be in a restaurant or I could be just in public, and grown men, much older than me, 60s, 70s, 50s, whatever, come to me and say, man, thank you. Because I feel like I have somebody that I want my son to look like. I feel proud to show your movies. That means the world to me, right? Because, see, I was influenced by people who were like Jim Brown, who became like a father figure to me. Mm-hmm. Jim Brown, Fred Williamson, people who would put their lives on the line for others. Yeah. True men.
Come on.
And, not that whole, people like to call any masculinity toxic. Which is ridiculous.
Exactly.
Because real masculinity don't have to, prove itself. And, it's not something where they're going to beat on somebody or exude their dominance.
Exactly.
Because, true power is not having to do anything.
Come on.
You know what I mean? But you stand in a place where what you say resonates because you're a man of your word. That's the main component. Being a man of your word and a man in control.